the game being postponed and the team getting put in a different hotels and all that. Is that a big factor, you think?
Yeah, I think more than anything, I think it's a goddamn factor that, I mean, they literally had they were going to start James Talion, and they have and their bullpen is fucking exhausted. And then literally 10 minutes after they announced that it was being played today, they changed their starter to Nestor Cortez because they knew that guy was not the guy that they were trotting out there yesterday, wasn't ready to fucking go. And their bullpen is depleted.
Now the rest
And, and then fucking, and then they're saying, there's so much rain, we can't get this game in. And then like we're seeing pictures at like 10:30 their time, and there's no rain, there's nothing going on. It's all bullshit. I mean, like, look, I mean, obviously they're going to do what, I mean, when it comes to what the MLB is going to do, they're going to fucking help. I mean, the Yankees, they're a big fucking, they want the Yankees to pass into the next round. It's good for rankings. It's just, to me, I just feel like the fucking cards being stacked. I mean, we fucking helped them. I mean, Tito throwing Aaron Chevalier out there today, I mean, is one of the stupidest fucking things I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, why are we not starting Shane Bieber? We're saving him for tomorrow. Well, we're not there tomorrow. So
I feel like this team, this Guardians team this year was like major league, except for like the last 10 minutes were just fucking rewritten into this shitty fucking Yankees win. And maybe you guys needed a pitcher to fuck the catcher's wife or third baseman's wife or something like that to really, get this team over.
Well, they need to do fucking something because, I mean, not really. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, the team is so fucking far ahead, but that's the like, we were supposed to be. I mean, there wasn't a person that didn't pick us to finish last in this division. We were supposed to win 70 games. We win 90. I mean, we're 25 games over 500. I mean, we're the youngest team in baseball by years. So it's like we're ahead of time. But it just sucks that it comes down to this type of bullshit. Well, and then you're listening to Bob Costas. I'd literally rather put a fucking bullet in my head than listen to Bob Costas call another baseball game.
How old is that guy now?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Well, and like he's talking in game 2, he's talking about how they're going to use Garrett Cole in the next round. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like it's just disgusting. It's just like what the fuck do you
there's mean, homers and then there's like guys who are just like straight up like just sucking Yankee dick.
Just like, well, okay, so for instance, today after Aaron Chevalier gets pulled from this fucking game, right? So Aaron Judge comes back up to bat for his second time. So Aaron Chevalier got one out today, and that was Aaron Judge. So we didn't start our ace, Shane Bieber. God, remember Bob Costas couldn't open his fucking eyes at the Olympics because he fucking is
how much hair dye is that guy using? Fuck, he looks like he just dipped his head like into a vat of Just for Men.
I'll never forget that. And everybody's like, "What is wrong with Bob Costas?" We're like, "What the fuck?" Like, dude, we don't know. But anyway, so Aaron Judge comes back. So Chevalier gets one motherfucking out today. So we don't start our stud. And we're like, well, Aaron Chevalier needs to pitch. He's historically bad against the Yankees. He's even worse in Yankee Stadium. This is his first postseason start, and he hasn't started in weeks. Everything just pisses me off. But he somehow gets out fucking Aaron Judge, strikes him out, of course, because Aaron Judge either hits a home run or strikes the fuck out. Second time up, Bob Costas goes, well, Aaron Chevalier one day is going to tell his kid, I struck out the perennial player in the MLB, the MVP, the guy who struck 62 home runs. He goes, and then he's going to swiftly change the subject. It's like, because he got fucking shelled basically by everybody else. It's like, why even say that, Bob? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what a cockheaded thing to say on national fucking television.
Right. He just has to put those little fucking salt in the wound.
He has to.
Yeah, it's like he's a sadistic motherfucker, man. He just fucking loves it. And it's like also it sucks too because it's like, dude, we're the small market team. We're the David. Like, let them be Goliath, dude. And like make that your angle. Like, don't fucking just be like, oh fuck these pussies, they're not making it to the next round. Like, why are we even watching this game? I can't wait to be calling the ALCS with the Yankees in it. Like,
dude, the Yankees, Astros. Like, now that's what we have to watch. Fuck.
Well, like, that's what you're gonna watch that. I checked out of baseball the second the Cardinals got.
Yeah, but I mean, just in general, yeah. Well, and the Cardinals deserve to be at home too. So, it's fucking, I don't know. But anyway, what else is going on? Let's quit talking about baseball. You're right. Let's just act like baseball doesn't fucking exist until I don't know, half till the All-Star break of next year. That's when we'll start talking about baseball.
Yeah, home run derby.
Home run derby.
We'll bring
unless
it up
unless the Guardians win like 30 games in a row, like off the bat, then we may mention baseball at the end. Like it'll be like a go to our Patreon.
It'll be news and notes.
We don't have Patreon, but if we did, it'd be one of those things tucked away for like 99 cents a month.
I read something. You were asking what's up. I read something really funny before we got on. Just before I got on, I guess it's like breaking news, but I was reading this fucking hilarious post. Do you guys know who James? Do you guys know who James Corden is? The TV
I saw
host.
What did he get banned from?
What do you hear what he's what he's getting in trouble for? Like
no, being a dickhead to wait staff.
I can't.
Yeah,
I mean, so I can't stand him. He's like
I just read this like 5 minutes ago. But so the douchebag who does the carpool karaoke, and he's like that fat TV late night guy, James Corden. He apparently is he's an absolute dickhead to wait staff, even though he is like one job removed away from being wait staff. And he also probably feels like the king of his own dominion because he's a fucking fatty and he's in a restaurant, so he can just feel like a king. But apparently
he's a fatty in makeup.
He's just all he does is this is ridiculous too, because he's making like good enough money not to be like this, but like he's like eating full meals at this restaurant and then at the end being like, I found a hair, and they're like, oh, you ate this entire fucking meal and you're just now finding a hair? Like,
yeah, and he's like the worst thing you could do. The classic maneuver.
Our lesson after Piers Morgan. We don't want these fat Brits coming over here taking up our TV time.
Yeah, dude, he took away a job from an American patriot. I mean that job could have belonged to somebody like I don't know.
Give us back Craig fucking Ferguson.
Yeah, he's not American. But
I know, but if we're gonna have a fucking guy from
bring back the real Brit, bring back the guy who's even more British.
Give us the Scottish guy
or Scottish, whatever the fuck he is,
dude. But yeah, James Corden's apparently like banned off this fucking this restaurant because the owner made a fucking Instagram or Facebook or whatever social media post, and he was just going off. And the dude had the fucking like timestamps. He was like, James Corden was here on this day, sat at this table with this waiter, and did this, and they wrote out the incident. And now James Corden has to be like, I'm really sorry, I was drunk. And they were like, but this is like 12 different instances of you going to the same restaurant.
He's like, yeah,
and being an absolute asshole.
I'm actually checking into rehab. He's like, so I'm taking donations below.
So he's getting the Ellen DeGeneres fucking treatment now, and apparently
one of the truly great moments and few great Reddit moments, but one of them was James Corden came on and did an AMA and Ask Me Anything, where hey, I'm promoting a book, I'm promoting a movie, I'm promoting my show, whatever. Post questions.
He was promoting a line of bacon,
maybe, but he's like, ask me anything, and every single question was, hey, I met you at Shea Lounge in LA. You were there with Harry Styles. Harry Styles was really nice to me. How come you were such a prick that night? And it was thousands of people with a story of like, hey, Corden, you're a massive cock. Why? Because it has to be a question.
Oh, dude,
and they shut it down.
He always kind of had that, like, I'm like you said, the Ellen DeGeneres treatment. Like he always kind of had that, like when you're watching him, you're like, no fucking way. You're just like, no, no way is this guy like this.
You sing 3 songs in the back of a Ford Explorer with Justin Bieber, and you just think you're on top of the fucking world, bro. Like, God,
like the only people the only people you're gonna hang out with and be cool with are the people you have in your carpool karaoke because they're more famous than you and they big dick you. So it's like it's one of those situations where like James Corden really
they're being paid to be his his friend, so that's the only way he's going to get friends.
Right, but it's one of those things where like I don't think his cockheadedness comes across in those situations because he knows he puts that in park for a little bit when the big dogs are around. But like you said, the American Patriot around, the everyday American Patriot, the guy who goes to the subdivision pool on weekends, that kind of guy.
Who deserves it?
At a time.
Who should have his spot on late? Who should have his spot on late night? Ooh. Alex fucking Jones, dude. That's who should be on late night every single night on every television in America.
Dude, we're gonna get a fucking email right after this. He's probably like got something on the internet, like anybody that just mentions me positively, like reroute them to our IP address so we can ask them for money, because I'm sure he's like, dude, that we at least got one supporter right now. This guy, they're like, the other two didn't say no. They're like, no. so maybe
I didn't say
anything under attack.
He should. I'm just saying he should have a. He should.
I
have
mean,
he is the American patriot.
That's how. Well, that's how. Yeah, that's how he should earn. So okay, so that's how he should pay the $1 billion back, instead of like being on like a chain gang or like going to prison or like
like chain gang. I love that.
Like a fucking, he should just have to like work in late, like he should just have to be entertainment for the people, and like dude, he is entertaining. I mean, no one can deny being entertaining. And like, I don't know, I was watching them, like the verdict and shit like that, and like, I don't know, this might come off like insensitive, but like, dude, those fucking family members that are like sitting in the crowd and they're like weeping as they find out they're getting like $200 million. It's like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand, like,
I'm with
like,
you.
Like it has nothing to even do.
I'll give you a branch on that one.
It has nothing to even do with like the kids at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude's like, dude, I got $200 million fucking dollars. Like,
yeah,
fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're never getting that money though. Alex Jones is never gonna be able to make that much money.
Yeah, okay. I mean, true that too. Maybe that's why they're crying. They're like, fuck, we just had $200 million and we got like a Denny's, like a Denny's coupon. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, we don't have shit. We got like a free item off his website. You know what I'm saying? They're like, dude, nobody wants InfoWars t-shirts. So now they're doing interviews in their InfoWar hoodies. They're like, why do you have your InfoWar hoodie on? They're like, well, this is what we got. I think this is basically what we got out of all that.
Dude, they're gonna get like a fucking 2 cans of fucking brain boost formula with like fucking and they're gonna be like fucking tweaking out on Alex Jones drugs for fucking for payment.
Like bone broth milkshake.
Dude, that would be sick though.
Fuck Alex Jones, like, for what he did, and like all that shit is super fucked up. And that's super fucked up. Those families had to go through that. But I'm watching that and I'm like, watching, like, dude, that one guy's like, they're like $125 million, and the people around him are like shaking him, congratulating him. It's like, one, if he gets any of that money, you don't get any of that money. Like, you're literally congratulating somebody else for getting $125 million. Alex, but you got to go to work tomorrow, bucko.
I was laughing because I got that money is because their child's dead. Like, don't congratulate them. You should still be like, hey, sorry.
I was listening to the show and it was like, it's talking about basically, it's like Alex Jones fucking has to pay $1 billion, but fucking like Pfizer had to pay $600 million for the opioid crisis. Like how the fuck does that work out? You know what I mean? Like it's just like it's like Alex Jones, you fucking said some bad shit.
You spread a rumor,
but you also didn't kill like hundreds of thousands of people by overprescribing fucking pain pills across the entire country.
You were very naughty, Alex Jones, but not quite Pharma Bro Martin Shkreli naughty.
Oh, dude.
That motherfucker,
he's out.
Is he out?
Shkreli's out, I think.
Somebody owns the Wu-Tang.
It got
Shkreli, right?
It got seized. It got seized in the government, and then it went to auction again. I forgot who ended up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think somebody owns it now. Fuckhead. And that's what he gets for I mean, does does that guy run anything anymore? Is he just like a nobody now? Like, what is that guy? Like, he gets out of prison.
Part of his plea deal was that he can never serve on the board of a medical company again, or a publicly traded company again.
Dude, no shit. When I first saw that guy, like, I forget what child actor I thought he was at first, like for the first forever. Like when I was younger and I first started seeing that, like when that guy started like coming to, I used to think he was like a kid on like Malcolm. He looks like one of those like
Frankie Muniz or something.
Yeah, like a little like like the little brother, like the little rascal brother. like Martin Shkreli looks like he would be like the little rascal brother who like runs around and stirring up shit in a sitcom.
Dude, he kind of looks like.
I didn't think it was real at first.
He kind of looks like Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3 when he goes all dark and he's got like the hair and shit. That's kind of like what
emo Toby.
Emo. He kind of looks like emo Toby to me. But
like if there's anybody on earth that looks like a supervillain, it's Martin Shkreli. Like
so he like his whole thing was that he like raised the price of Daraprim, the I forget what what life-saving, what I think it was AIDS medicine or something, or diabetes, I don't know, it was something, and he raised it like 5,000%, and company's stock like tripled like the next day. So this was so fucking funny. One of the funniest things that ever came about this, and the only person I don't feel sorry for in the fallout of like the Martin Shkreli thing was, okay, so there was a story that came out. This is so fucking funny. This like retired guy or retiree guy, he was like 65 years old, like probably 2 years away from retiring, and he has a managed like a Fidelity like stock account, right? And in that stock, the company that Martin Shkreli took over was doing very poorly, and so he had a short position on the stock, saying that the stock price was going to go down, and he had leveraged like he had been doing this for 2 years and just making like tons of money as this company continued just to decline, right? And then the day Martin Shkreli took over as the CEO and raised the price of that drug 5,000%, the company's market cap like went like 4x or like 5x, and that's why he's like banned from the stock market, because he like manipulated the company's stock. But this dude who was like a retiree, he went to go check his like retirement, and he thought he would have like $800,000 in his like retirement account after like his whole life of like saving like whatever, and he owed like $6 million because just like, and all this happened in like 1 hour. Like the price shot up in like an hour, and he was getting calls from Vanguard saying like, you have to make a payment on this by the end of the day. And not only is he lost his entire retirement, but he's also in the hole like another $5 million. I was just like, holy fuck, dude. Could you imagine being that guy? Like,
dude, that's like an that's like where you're like, that's suicide right there. Like that.
Yeah, that's like one of those ones where you don't even blame him. You're like, oh, I get it. Yeah. I understand. Like that makes sense.
No, that's definitely one of those things where you're just like, yeah, it's
because you're never gonna make that back. You're never gonna make that back, and now the rest of your life's gonna just be fucking brutal. Like you're 5.8 mil in the dirt, and fucking.
Well, what's his face, Alex? Well, A. Jones, he was fucking. While his verdict came down that he owed that money, he was like streaming live as it was happening, like with viewers. He was on his website.
Yeah, because I heard like donations were like coming in.
Yeah, he was asking for like, he was basically like, look, I fucking need you. Like, hello, like if me telling you I'm fucked doesn't work, let's watch it live. You say like, let's watch me get fucked live. And like, that's what's so crazy about the world nowadays is like, they're like, you can just watch all this shit on YouTube. I don't know how.
Yeah.
Going forward, like one, I don't know how that doesn't like sway a jury like in the long like. Or like just it has to fuck with like the court proceedings somewhat, that there are thousands and thousands and thousands of people on YouTube watching this, because there's a long crime network on YouTube that you can go to, and every day there's like at least 4 trials going on that you can watch. So like right now, that guy who drove through the fucking parade, he's doing his shit right now. Whoever a couple years ago or a year or two ago drove through the parade and killed all those people, his trial was
that like Wisconsin or something? I think it's Wisconsin.
Like that. So like all these people, but Alex Jones, this whole fucking Alex Jones thing, like from start to end, every day has been on YouTube live, and you're just like, this is so fucking wild.
Dude, I need to like go back and watch that shit. I want to watch that shit. I'm sure.
Dude, not only that, they do like, like what every other channel does. So like you can watch like the 8-hour stream of the fucking day. Or of course, if you're like the pieces of shit who don't watch our entire episodes and just watch the clips, they'll be like, oh, you just want to see Alex Jones freak out on the stand? Alex Jones fucking, like, so it's all, you can just go find all the shit, like the juicy shit. It's all there. It's all on YouTube. It's wild.
Yeah, dude.
The shooter, the Parkland shooter, he's on there right now.
Oh yeah,
I think his just ended. He got life in prison.
Sentenced to life.
Well, that was what the latest thing. You could watch his death penalty case to see if they were going to give it to him or not. And he ended up getting life, no parole. But like that's on there, and like you're watching, you're watching like live, like victims and shit. Oh, and then like now that become such a thing, like now that Jeffrey Dahmer's kind of popular right now, they've like all these crime TV and stuff. They have put up like you can go on YouTube right now and watch every part of the Jeffrey Dahmer trial. Like right now, like they have it broken up by the defense, or like it's all pieced out and shit. It's pretty tight.
That's why we need to legalize
sport. Fucked up, dude. Like it's also like what the fuck.
That's why you guys need to legalize sports betting, because you need to be able to fucking watch this court TV and bet on whether like, hey, is the Parkland shooter gonna get the fucking death penalty, or just gonna get life in prison? And then you get like minus 100, 200 odds, and we just start. You talk about influencing the court, dude. You get a guy in on the jury who and he's just fucking like, bro, everybody's gonna say it's like OJ. He's like sitting on the OJ trial. He's like, everybody's gonna think he's guilty, bro. Take the not guilty action. I'm going into that courtroom and I'm
some guy's on trial for killing like 40 people, and he walks, and one guy, everybody's crying. One guy in the back's like, "Fuck yeah!" He's like waving a ticket. Go! He's like, he's just rich as shit. He just hit the fucking over. The dog. Like some guy's rich as shit. Like family's crying in the front row. They're like, "Oh, good though, dude. This guy just retired." Dude, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, dude, that's what they need to do. We need to get some betting and gambling on the fucking court TV. Oh, here's one thing that's gonna make you really upset. Another thing I learned this week. You guys are gonna fucking be disgusted. Maybe Andrew can look this up for us if he's got time. How much you guys think Judge Judy makes a year? Just take a guess. Don't have to be accurate. Just shoot out number one. I said Judge Judy's salary. What'd you think?
Cool, 10 million a year.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah, 10 million.
Would you guys be shocked to learn that Judge Judy makes $47 million a year and has a net worth of $470 million?
Jesus Christ.
Bro, she makes more than LeBron James on fucking salary, bro. Yep, there it is. Right there. I learned that the other day. I was like, bro,
I thought she was dead.
Dude, she's making
so funny. Dude,
she grew her hair out, dude. She's looking good.
Dude, she's
looking good. If anybody's looking good, it's Martha. We all saw it, which you didn't reply that to me when I sent that to you on Twitter, Stuart. But Martha, did you not see Martha in the fucking the death? The liquid death. She's in a goddamn, or maybe it's not, but she's in nothing but she's naked and she's got nothing but a fucking apron on.
I didn't notice that she was naked.
Oh yeah, well.
Oh, but I did see go back
because that's a babe that's still cranking. But I thought she was dead till you just told me that. I thought she died.
Like she's got a new show. I'm surprised that she's still making that much money because she has a new show and it's on like Tubi or Pluto TV. It's like one of those free TV services.
What is Tubi? I thought Tubi was all shorts. Is that what it still is? No, wasn't that what it used to be? What was it that used to be like little shorts? Like I thought there was like an app that had like
there was. It was like NBC tried to start up a thing where it's like, oh, it's all short films, mini series. Yeah, that drowned like spectacularly.
I thought that was Tubi this whole time. So if anybody, news to everybody, I don't know shit apparently because I thought Judge Judy was dead.
Wasn't like the last thing Martha Stewart fucking did? Wasn't she like smoking weed with Snoop Dogg in some show?
But now she's the head chick in fucking. For Liquid, she's like the spokeswoman for Liquid Death. If our front office, I know our front office has the photo. I sent it to him, so if he can maybe scroll through his tweet and fucking pull up Martha in a goddamn apron, I'd love that.
Hey, hold your horses.
You hear that?
It's this little sass.
You need to worry about who you're going to start at quarterback when Russell Wilson's fucking hamstring falls apart this week. So. Look at this. Look at her. Oh, so it wasn't. It was Green Mountain. Look at this.
That's CGI. That's not her wrinkly old body.
I don't give a fuck.
No, dude, she was a model back in like the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, back in the 60s and 70s, dude. Her skin does not look like that, Stu. Come on.
Dude, she's 81.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
I'm telling you right now. I'm hitting that for Judge Judy. I believe, and I'm pretty sure, wasn't it? I think we've talked about this in the past. I think it was Stuart that was like, could you imagine the post-fuck snacks that you're going to get from Martha? Bro, Judge Judy's going to get up and like tell you to leave. Like, she's the one who's like, grab your shit, put your pants on and go.
She's going to go, you get out of here. You owe me $3,000. That is case dismissed. And just
she just orders snacks delivered. She doesn't raise a fuck. The only thing she lifts is that gavel, dude.
Dude, if I was like her kids, I'd be doing whatever I could to keep her alive. I'd have her like weekend at Bernie's for the next like 4 years, just fucking putting her on the fucking TV shows, just because.
Dude, I didn't know.
Fucking, you gotta be cashing.
Yeah, dude.
This. Yeah, dude, 47 mil a year.
I mean, yeah. Okay, so
she's making more than LeBron James on salary.
She literally went from dead in my life to alive, making 47 million.
Very alive.
I mean,
yeah. Think about that,
dude.
bro.
No, dude, I walk by at work. I walk by the TV in the break room, and she's still on there. And like I said, she grew her hair out. She's letting her hair down. I'm like, fucking let it down, baby. You worked hard for a long time. Own it.
Yeah.
And she's still in the court.
Still, dude. Still.
I mean, she's doing something.
I was watching something. I guess I was actually reading this. It happened a couple years ago. Speaking of like fucking court stories and shit, there was like, I guess like happened like 2019. There was a guy who was like on the show in Houston or like in Texas. He was like the bailiff, fucking cop standing there.
I saw this.
You saw that, the black dude who fucking. So he's on this episode, right? And it's kind of like one of those like divorce courts, like, but it's like kind of obviously
so funny,
scripted, or whatever.
Yeah.
And the guy's like. He's like, man, look at him. He goes, he was like, man, they're talking about how marriage will make you unhappy. And then she's like, ask him how long he's been married. And they point to the bailiff, and he's standing there looking all pissed off. He's this big old like jack dude, clearly on steroids.
Right.
And he goes, over 20 something years. And he goes, yeah, but look at him. He looks miserable. He don't even look happy. And the guy starts laughing and blah, blah, blah.
It's like it's like a comic relief moment. Everybody's like, even the judge is like, ha, 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 ha.
Yeah. It's kind of like a tension breaker. Even like the two people fighting each other in court, she's laughing at his joke.
Yeah. It was all lighthearted joke.
Yeah.
It was a lighthearted joke.
And then it cuts to the fact that like,
it goes like black and white, like a murder documentary.
Yeah, so within a year of that, he shot and killed his wife. The guy who, the bailiff guy, shot and killed his fucking wife. So
that dude called it. He fucking like just
called it.
He was like, man, look at him. He looks unhappy.
And the guy's like, no, I'm good. Like, but it's the guy's
good,
like, no,
bro.
You don't look good, bro. Like, you don't look happy. And he shot. And then the story, I looked into it. The story is that like, yeah, so they were wrestling around. So they found, he called 911. They show up, they found her in a closet, shot twice. He is shot once through his left leg. But he's right-handed. So that what they obviously think is that he shot her and then shot himself. Because he says that they were wrestling around. She shot him, and then he had to shoot her twice in self-defense. So like obviously he shot her twice and then just shot himself in the fucking leg, gave himself a non-lethal shot in the leg. And with
leg shots are so suspicious.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's not even him. It's a different show, front office. That's a different. Let's not run that.
Let's not run that dude. That
we
this
just
is gonna be
doxed
Enrique Iglesias, fucking Ricky Martin thing all over again.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
We're calling the wrong one.
I don't know. This is just some show in Houston. Like this is just some fucking court show in Houston that is not nationally televised. It's like Judge Joe Brown here. Is he here?
Judge Joe Brown's national, I think.
Is he national?
He's out of like Atlanta.
Is he? Yeah, well, whatever. But this one was not. And yeah, it's just kind of funny that I was like, damn. Like I was just scrolling through fucking Instagram reels and I saw that and I'm like, it was one of those things that was like, that changed quickly. Cause you're laughing with the fucking, you're like, haha, this is so corny and stupid. And then you're like, yeah, he killed that bitch.
Yeah.
God damn.
There
he is, right there. There he is.
I'm gonna get you, bitch. Yeah,
so that was the story. Apparently, she had found out that like he was on steroids again and using drugs again. And obviously, I mean, look at that guy. Look at his neck.
Dude, he looks like
look at that Barry Bonds head.
He's got that Bobby Lashley look. That fucking
straight up,
real smooth head, no neck.
That tells you more than anything. That's dude. That
fucking brow.
That's literally. I hate to say it, but that's literally a dickhead. I mean, Jesus
fucking
Christ,
head, dude.
Yeah, he's got a real bad. It's like he's like Hey Arnold, but like vertical orientation.
Dude, he runs shit in prison though.
Oh, bro,
like,
yeah.
Nobody fucks with him.
That dude has no problem getting cigarettes.
That guy's like, he's like, man, that motherfucker's a cop. He's like, bailiff, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And he fucking just flex. Like, dude, nobody fucks with that guy.
That's funny because he's like literally the person who last put them into jail. Like, yeah, he's like the last person that
he's the one that rebels in it. He's like round 2, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He walks through the gate.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I thought that was fucking wild.
Yeah, that's funny. What else is in the news? Oh, did you guys see that Velma's officially a lesbian now.
I heard that. Shit. I didn't know if that was official.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo felt it was time to come out in 2022 and start, pointing out the sexual orientation of cartoon characters. Which
I saw that they canceled the gay Spider-Man or gay Superman by Superman comic.
Oh, really?
This week.
Well, I was gonna say about Velma, it came as a shock, I guess, or like people are upset that like she came out as a lesbian, but she I mean, I don't know about you guys, but like
talking about the bull hair,
Velma. The last movie I saw with her, she was definitely a fucking lesbian. And yeah, it was a XXX rated film, but she was definitely a lesbian. The one thing I didn't really, I thought they kind of buried this under the rug, is that at least the movie I watched, she was also, I mean, she got with Scooby-Doo, and I think it's way worse, bestiality. They really, tried to bury the lead there.
Velma's the nerd, right?
Yeah. When I first saw that movie and I saw the dog come in, I just went ruh-roh and just clicked right out, dude.
He gripped it with two hands. I watched speaking of little clips, I also saw one today of Bobby Lee's ex-girlfriend Kalila, who obviously you and I were wrong about Stuart, because it turns out she's the world's biggest fucking like gold digging bitch in the world, and like
really?
Like totally the worst. But she literally admitted on the show that like growing up, that was like a thing that she used to do, was jerk dogs off.
Oh,
that's fucking
dog girls.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Look into her like, we're not going to get into that dumbass right now, but like, look into her like she's a fucking.
Nick's trying to interject ourselves into the Bobby Lee Brendan Schaub feud.
I want them to be like, I want them to
acknowledge me,
acknowledge us. Yeah, I want to be.
Dude, if we got sued by Brendan Schaub, that'd be so fucking sweet.
Dude, that'd be.
I would hang that fucking cease and desist or whatever on the fucking wall, frame it, fucking. Oh, it'd be so sick,
dude. Yeah, that'd be fucking dope. Dude, we imagine how fucking cool we would definitely get it, like a spot on like people would want to interview us.
Oh, that'd dude.
But yeah, let's not get too far off of her jerking on dogs. But that's probably why. That's the only reason we came down here, because somehow Dirk and Scooby-Doo got brought into this.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, that what else is in the news?
Wait. Stuart's got a little something on his mind.
Well, I mean, do people
jerking
really? No. Well, according to Terry Funk, Billy Bob Thornton used to whack off dogs.
Dude, what the fuck? Like how?
Terry Funk never in the same town.
Is this like a really common? Is this like a more common thing than I'm like?
Yeah, is this something? Maybe, are we fucking losers?
Yeah.
Like, dude, like
we're not whacking off dogs.
We're not jerking dogs. My fucking
we're gonna find out. It's like you're like, oh no, all these dudes are Methodists, and you're like, wait, what is this? What Methodist means? I don't even know what the. I never knew what that meant.
No, I mean, are people outraged about the whole Velma thing?
I mean, I think it's like the Black Little Mermaid, like everybody like pretends to give a shit for like 2 days, and then it's like nobody gives a shit.
Well, I remember it's like the buy Superman thing was a big deal for like 48 hours, where fucking everybody's like, oh fuck, you mean Superman's kissing boys now? They're like, fuck that. And apparently, it was terrible. Nobody read it apparently, and like it bombed, and like they've already canceled. I don't even think it made it through like what is an issue or whatever, but like
what do they say at Jack's house? Go woke, go broke.
I don't know. I am going broke from being woke, because I was called out on Twitter by Billy Eilinger for not seeing the movie Bros. So I went and bought 15 tickets because I don't want to be considered a homophobe. So how do you like that, Stuart? And I sat there by myself in a theater with nobody else, and I laughed and laughed for 1 second, probably in the entire movie. But you know what? I'm not a homophobe. What can you say?
Did you tune into G4 TV when it rebooted? Because if you didn't, then you're part of the problem, apparently. G4.
That's another goddamn thing that I speaking of things that I thought was dead. I thought G4 was dead.
Is it Attack of the Show and fucking what is it?
What was the chick that we all what was the chick that everyone loved growing up?
Morgan Webb.
Olivia Munn.
Morgan Webb. No, Morgan Webb is the one.
Olivia Munn was on.
Olivia Munn was cool too.
Olivia Munn was tight, but Morgan Webb was like the OG. Was that Attack? What was that show she was on? Attack of the Show.
And then you had X-Play with Adam Sessler.
X-Play. That's the one I watched more. God, that was so tight. Like having a show that literally just like highlighted video game.
Yeah,
shit. Like
it was, but that's the problem. Like this whole failure to relaunch thing is that G4 was ahead of its time, so it didn't work out. And by the time it came back around, it was like it's too late now, and there's YouTubers doing what they did and better.
Dude,
because you have people
G4
like Jake Sucky and people out here fucking.
Dude, nerds are having their day in the sun right now. Everything that's nerdy is like fucking popular. It's like Star Wars makes $1 billion, Marvel makes $1 billion. It's like all these fucking like, you know, comic book movies and all this nerdy shit is just like the forefront of our culture now. And now all these fucking nerds are the kings. How'd that happen? Nobody even cares about sports anymore. I feel like we're the fucking outcasts of society because we're the counterculture now. Like we're like nerdy shit used to be like the fucking, you know, counterculture. I feel like now like just liking sports and fucking, you know, makes you more different than the fucking people who like, cause what like every Marvel movie makes like $1 billion fucking dollars and it's like the most widely liked shit.
Everybody plays
I don't know,
video games. Everybody. Yeah,
you're right. You're right, though, Stu. They kind of missed the boat. Like they came too early, and then they came back too late.
Yeah, everyone's talking about that chick Frost. I think she's like non-binary or something like that. But she had this real State of the Union address out of nowhere when they first launched, being like, you know, the girls on this channel aren't here to be attractive. We're not here for you to jerk off to.
Click.
We're here to talk games. Yeah. And she said her big thing was like, if you don't like it, change the channel. And then everybody changed it.
Click.
Shut up. You know what I'm saying?
What are you babbling about?
It was out of nowhere. They were talking about like Red Dead Redemption 2 and how great that was. And all of a sudden she's like, if I can interject for a moment, I'd like to say something about homophobia and sexism in video games. And you're like, what the fuck? Like nothing happened. We were having a great time. She ruined the party. And also their content sucked because I was excited about G4. And so I tried tuning in and like legitimately giving them a shot. But their content sucked.
Yeah, well,
so it had to go.
Where the fuck was it? Was it on TV still? Like a cable channel?
Yeah, it was a Comcast channel, and then they're also doing like original content for YouTube and then streaming live on Twitch.
Wow, that sounds really like fucking like they were trying to get with the times and didn't figure it out.
Didn't happen. Yeah,
it was like it's too late to the party.
If G4 couldn't survive on Twitch, then
we should turn this show into like a public access TV. I feel like this would be like way better if we were just like on fucking like channel 17 on like an antenna. Do they still have like public access TV? That'd be sick, like a Wayne's World type thing.
They have YouTube, and every asshole can upload shit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I want to catch channel flippers on the fucking, you know.
Yeah, dude. I want I don't want it to just be somewhere where you can. I want our own time slot on channel 17.
I want a ham radio. Just fucking find people in the desert.
Dude, how sick would that be?
We need to get some fucking callers in and maybe do, you know, get something a live element, because live elements
set up a
you never know what's
voice
gonna happen.
line, have people call in and leave messages about how much like they hate us or something,
or like relationship advice or something. You know,
you guys suck, but Jack, you're kind of cute. Call me.
Oh.
Or they're just like
our producer, the one that doesn't get seen, is probably going to be considered the most attractive.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, dude, that's a sex machine.
That's his rule.
Oh, dude, Sarah Underwood was on G4, wasn't she? She was like the last Attack of the Show girl, I think. After
was Sarah Underwood the former Playboy one?
Was she in Playboy?
Yep. Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah,
she was like a VH1 reality like person that they would like cycle through all those shitty shows like back in the like late 2000s, you know. Dude, remember fucking what was it? What was Bret Michaels' show called?
Rock of Love.
Rock of Love, baby.
I just rewatched the first season of that.
That was some good reality. That was some good reality TV.
God, my wife had never seen it. And I was like, okay, I want to show you, because I think it was the worst example of reality TV. I was like, this is trash TV. And I was like, so this is history. So we watched the first season almost like documentary style about like 4 or 5 months ago. And I was like, this is like a case study of just how the lowest common denominator of fucking society would tune into this, myself included. I was like, but this was the shit back in 2003.
Dude, I just think my favorite VH1 show used to be The Fabulous Life of Celebrities, and it'd have just the British guy go, when Brad Pitt,
this money.
He'd go, when Brad Pitt goes to Amsterdam, he flies there in his turbojet worth approximately $850 billion.
And when Puff Daddy comes back to New York City, he goes out in style.
That guy was fucking
the guy from Gangland, right?
It might be.
I think that's the guy that did Gangland too. Yeah, no. I always thought. Remember the Tila Tequila had the show where she had dudes and chicks.
Shot
of love, baby.
Shot of love with Tila, dude. Yeah, she was cutting guys and girls like left and right. And yeah, dude, that's like actually should be how all reality dating shows should be. Just one bisexual person.
Dude, when's Surreal Life coming
fuck
back? They shot a season of that.
Just to find out who's a better date for this person, a man or a woman. It's a competition. Like that was literally the best, I think, like one of those love shows
was pretty
that
good.
was ever designed. It wasn't executed great.
Very good, very terrible show.
But design wise, whoever wrote that idea, you hit the nail on the head. That's fucking money.
Yeah. Also before its time. You know, I mean, look at us. That was people like that's kind of why it was so catchy back then. Everybody's like, oh my God, dude, murder.
Dude, every fucking time she's fucking playing with that fucking dog while we're fucking.
I guess we know what has happened to the dog.
Yeah, but we're gonna put the dog down now.
Yeah. No, for the sake of the show. So you guys have to tune into our show. I mean, do you see how dedicated we are to getting a show out to you viewers? Jack's gonna put down the new beagle.
We're gonna choke.
Brand new dog's getting fucking put down for you.
Brand new dog. Terrier.
Didn't even fucking sacrifice it. I'm gonna go with Alex Jones, and we're gonna sacrifice it to Milwaukee in the fucking garden, dude.
The garden, dude. I mean,
Bohemian Grove, dude. We're gonna fucking sacrifice Penny.
Jack's gonna be shooting live. They're like, why is he in the woods? Like he's home.
And I'm not Velma, so I can sacrifice my dog as a virgin. So it's gonna work. It's gonna work out. So. What were we even talking about before?
I don't know. Jerk and Scooby Doo is where we got.
Now we're all back to that.
According to Frankie Muniz.
VH1 shows. Yeah.
Frankie Muniz says that they filmed a new season of Surreal Life, where all the celebrities live in a house together. Remember that show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And according to Frankie Muniz, he got punched in the face like 3 times this season. By like Dennis Rodman and shit, like because everybody on this show is apparently like just drunken on pills, and I can't wait for this to get released somewhere.
I remember Vern Troyer used to be on those fucking shows, and
that was like Celebrity Rehab.
He was on the Surreal Life, and he was drunk in his he had the
that was the year with that when the Omarosa and Omarosa was on that season. Omarosa and what was the chick that tried to stab Omarosa? The white chick.
I remember that shit though.
Remember that? The chick that threatened Omarosa with a knife.
And DeBrat broke it up.
Who threatened?
Yeah, Vern Troyer. He was like an alcoholic. He kept getting drunk and peeing everywhere.
Yeah, dude, that was.
Yeah, he's riding around pissing everywhere.
Dude, fucking Mini-Me is fucking losing his mind in a fucking motor scooter, just fucking getting blackout drunk and doing cocaine lines
with Vince Neil from Motley Crue.
He's
Dickinson.
Yeah, he's fucking living like a rock star, snorting cocaine off of fucking prostitutes' asses and fucking living in this house on all of it's on VH1.
Yeah, that was a wild fucking season. I do remember watching that season with.
But by all accounts, this new season that they filmed is fucking nuts.
Well, we'll have to tune in. Maybe we can review it. I mean, shit. I bet if it's any good, it'll be making fucking news every time they drop an episode.
I'm trying to watch fucking.
Dude, they should get Alec Baldwin on that fucking Celebrity Rehab.
Well, he was on there, wasn't he?
What I think he was.
Wasn't he on one of those shows?
I bet one of the other Baldwin brothers. There's like 3 of them are fucking dumbass alcohol, like fucking like literally like absolutely dumbasses. But what was I gonna say? That like they need to bring celebrity rehab back. There's a lot of good people who could go. Maybe we can send all these fucking kids who are fucking dying of fucking pills and overdoses to the celebrity rehab and get some good shows out of it. Fuck
yeah, every rapper with the name Lil in front of it.
Just you're off. We're sending you to celebrity rehab.
Lil White. I don't know. Lil White's dead. Rest in peace. But yeah, no, it's yeah, that's wild. They need to, if you're going to reboot some shit that matters. Nobody wants to watch fucking Quantum Leap or
dude, you remember
minus the retards.
My favorite show back of the reality era was do you guys remember fucking what did I miss something? What was that?
I just said
Quantum Leap.
Yeah, I just used the R word. I don't just keep going.
Do you remember Room Raiders?
Fuck yeah, I remember Room Raiders.
Dude,
my favorite, no guy on that show passed the black light test.
That was my favorite part, that they would just like go into these guys' rooms and they would just be covered in fucking jizz. From, like the sheets are covered. It looked like a CSI Miami fucking crime scene where they're just like pop shotgun. Like there's cum on the floor, cum on the fucking bed, cum on the windowsill.
Just Jackson Pollock paintings everywhere.
Yeah, and like if they ever told me like you're gonna be on Room Raiders, I'm like, just kill me. like you're not going to show my cum stain shit to the entire fucking national TV audience.
And I remember they would show up. They would show up and just pull you out, like you had no chance to clean up. You're like in your fucking house shoes, and you got.
They put a bag over your head and like hit you with a phone book and like.
That was like imagine just being kidnapped and being like putting up with it long enough to find out you're on an MTV show. Like,
dude, old MTV shows fucking blew because like you're getting kidnapped and then you're getting mocked by a chick who finds your jizzy sheet, or you get kidnapped by Exhibit and they ruin your car.
Yeah, dude. They're like, look at this fucking loser jerking off everywhere. He's like, bro, I was just making eggs this morning. You motherfuckers knocked on my door and kidnapped me.
You gave me no time to prepare.
You gave me I jerked off last night. You know what I'm saying? Like that is
this morning.
I just left that state. Like Jesus Christ. Like give a dude a chance. Give a motherfucker a chance.
It's still a liquid, damn it.
Yeah, dude. You're like lift up your shoe. Some of it's on the bottom of your shoe. You walked right through it.
Dude. Oh my god, that one
fucking gummy bear, dude.
There was that one, and then there was Date My Mom, which was another fucking funny.
Yeah, but you took your fucking mom.
That was dude,
fucking wild. What was the one where you there was that one, and then the one where their parents
next. Oh
no, remember the one where they had boyfriends, but a guy showed up. The boyfriend sat, girlfriend sat with her family. Yeah,
the cuck show. He had like seduce. He had to seduce her from the boyfriend.
The parents either hated the boyfriend or girl. So there was a show where either a boy. So the parents either hated the boyfriend or girlfriend of their son or daughter. Right. So 3 guys or girls showed up to take their son or daughter out on dates, while the boyfriend or girlfriend they hated sat on the couch and watched the date with the mom and dad.
And they're like, see how much he's liking this date? It's because she's
and then like every once in a while you get a kiss and you're like, dude, like in real life, like you're gonna get somebody killed because like straight the fuck up. Like, because here's the thing, like if somebody strapped me down like and made me watch Shan kiss 3 random dudes on dates, I mean, I'm not saying I'm
let me out,
you know, saying that like something's like I'm gonna get fucking pissed. Like that is just such a fucking a crazy concept to a show. They're like, you're gonna sit here and watch your girlfriend go on 3 goddamn dates today and hope to God should kiss them while we watch them in the living room.
And at the end, she's gonna put you all 3 in a lineup and tell you which one she wants to stay with.
Yeah, it always
like you're lucky enough to be with this bitch who just kissed 3 dudes on a fucking first date.
Yeah, so like it was always the same routine. So we got to the end of the show, one guy was kicked off immediately, or girl. Like one was like, and then it always came down to the current and one guy or girl and it was like
9 times out of 10 it would be like her boyfriend who's like wearing skinny jeans and a fucking tight ass t-shirt, and then some like fucking Guido fucking dude who's like, come on, babe, we fucking had a good time. And she's like, and she's just like not the kind of girl. And she's like, I'm going back to my boyfriend. And they're like, her dad's like, fuck.
Like, yeah, dude. Like it's like there's moms watching their daughters cheat, whore themselves out on TV, and they're like, you see how happy she is? That's the third tongue she's taking today, Bobby. You know what I'm saying? Like, she clearly doesn't love you.
We won't be seeing you at Christmas, Bobby. like what the
dude,
fuck?
It's just
your daughter's a slut.
It's a wild fucking show. But I do think I haven't thought about fucking Room Raiders they literally kidnap you.
Yeah, dude, they fucking, like I said, they put the fucking burlap sack around you and just fucking throw you in a van and drive you. Like, I like how they take you in a van and then like they put him in the van and then he's like sitting in a fucking surveillance thing, like
with two other dudes.
Just bring him to a room or something. Like is this van moving? Is this the bang bus? Like what is going on?
Yeah, dude, that's
sitting in a van with two other dudes and you're all judging each other's loads. You're like, wow, that's a lot.
Like, damn.
But next was another good one.
They're like, how long do you have to withhold to produce that much? And he's like,
dude, nothing, dude. What if one of the episodes they just found
like the base and edge yourself like all fucking day?
He's like, nah, dude, that's just a regular load. You know what I'm saying? That's just
stay hydrated, bro.
That's just a lot of water.
Dude, the producers, you just know that the producers were just hoping to God one day that they would find some dude who just had a jar full of cum. Like they're like, we finally found it. And they put the black light up to it, it's just fucking glowing.
It looks like a lantern.
They're like, we did it. We found him. We've been looking for 3 seasons for one guy who saves it all. And dude, that's what the goal of the show was. They would have fucking.
Dude, they never found like a serial killer.
Yeah, can you imagine if you had some weird ass shit like that in your closet? Like you just
open the closet, it's like it's a bucket of hands. It's a bucket of hands.
She's like pulling. Awesome. She's pulling out like 3 pocket pussies. Yeah. He's fucking. What are these?
He's like, I got that, Batman. I got that from my dad. He's like, he's like, yeah. He's like, you ever been to Croatia? You ever been in the shit or Bosnia? You ever been to Bosnia? Yeah. Oh my God, so good. Well, I always thought the funny part, like on that show Next, one of the common things were like they'd always be like, you know, when they went to like see if they lied to you, they'd always ask like, do you pee in the shower? And guys are like, no. It's like, yes, you do. Yes, like that is like the ultimate serial killer, or like you're a liar. Like immediately.
Wait, did they hook them up to a lie detector test on Next? Which one was that? One of them there was library. There was a lie detector.
That was a terrible fucking show. A lot of people liked that show. I was not about it.
Yeah. But no, Next was hilarious when there would just be some bitch and like she'd be like,
some bitch.
She's like, I'm going for the man of my dreams, and these girls, they ain't got shit on me. And she'd hop on the bus, and the guy would just hop off the bus, and the guy would be like, get the fuck out of here. Next. Like, she'd be like, what? And they're like
you look like Quasimodo anyway. You know what I'm saying? They jump back up on the bus.
Dude, that shit, that's like, why don't they make like now all they do is just run ridiculous 24/7 hours a day. It's like, dude, just give me some shitty, give me some good shitty reality TV. That shit was fucking bomb.
MTV really and that's the thing, like I've never really been into the reality shit. Oh, I guess True Life was always kind of cool back in the day. You know, they always had some cool shit, but they really, like, for them transitioning out of music, they really were top tier fucking reality bullshit for a while. And now they are just, it's just not that, and VH1 are both so irrelevant. I feel like
do they even still do like Real World or Road Rules or anything like that?
I don't. I think that's another thing they brought back. I think Real World is something that they have tried to bring. I could be fucking wrong. Who knows? But like, if MTV dying, VH1 is really dead, because I haven't heard shit from like VH1. And I mean, the coolest thing VH1 still had. I mean, do they still have VH1 Classics? Remember?
No, they changed it to something else.
That used to be the shit.
I remember I would watch
like Rewind or some shit.
I would watch like I Love the 80s and I Love the 90s like all the time growing up.
Yes.
Those shows were sick.
I love the 80s 3D. And then we're just
and they'd have
so,
like these.
Tell me, fucking Fabio, what would you do for a Klondike
Yeah,
bar?
it'd be like Fabio and it'd be like Michael Ian Black and just like a bunch of fucking like B-rate comics and like funny B-list celebrities just like commenting like, yeah, man, I would never play Guess Who.
Yeah,
like, I haven't played this in years. Yeah, exactly that shit. Man.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna talk about music things that aren't the same and have just fallen off a cliff, I mean, I guess this is where we talk about Kanye, right? I mean, if we're going to talk about things that are just drastically different,
I think we need to hear him out.
Yeah, dude, this guy is what even is Parler?
I think wasn't that the Trump app?
No, that's Truth Social. So Parler was the conservative right-wing social media app, and it started to kind of like the stock is down on Parler.
So he's trying to revitalize the whole thing.
Yeah, and here's the fucking weird thing is that Kanye, he's gotten tight with Candace Owens, right?
Oh yeah, I saw
Who's
that.
a fucking first-class cunt.
Parler was owned by Dan Bongino, who was that fucking like Trump guy. I'm like 90% certain.
Yeah,
I think it was the OG Trump. I'm pretty sure Parler's OG Trump app before Truth Social came out.
Yes, it was. But now, you're
talking Candace to a day oneer, okay?
Yeah, I'm on Parler, bro.
Candace Owens, sunk her hooks into Kanye, got him over there. I'm
verified on Parler, bro. It says attended January 6th underneath my name.
The day he threatened Canada, they were like, "Yeah, get this guy."
Yeah, I got kicked off Twitter. I was like, "Fuck, I need to send my thoughts into the void somehow." Found actually a lot of cool, like-minded people. Sorry,
you're good.
The person that currently owns Parler and is selling it to Kanye is Candace Owens' husband.
Tight. Yeah, I saw them in their cute little White Lives Matter shirts.
Customer.
Yeah, that's a shame. I did see that his drink champs that got taken off YouTube and like they're basically taking that shit down because he was on that NORE's fucking drink champs again, and that's where all this like George Floyd shit happened, where he was like he didn't die, which I don't know if you saw, but he's getting sued out the ass by his family today. They're George Floyd's family,
for 250 mil
because that will not hold up in court.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But I do think that they will probably get some settlement money or something. Like I do think Kanye. I mean, we'll see. But yeah, I think that it's wild that he is just like damn. Kanye was. I feel like he was kind of turning a corner there for a second. Like I feel like he had kind of stopped being super crazy and we were.
Yeah, there was a brief moment where it seemed like he was taking his meds again. And he was like, I was starting to like just repeat things that other people were saying. I wasn't thinking for myself.
His Jesus documentary was the shit. Because the Netflix documentary was fucking great.
Did you guys see him on? Did you see he ended up getting on Tucker?
I did see that. Yeah, I did see that.
Bro, there was a clip that came out of it where Kanye's like just going deep on the fucking Jews, right? Like he's going hard in the paint, and fucking Tucker is like, I mean, Fox News is like the most pro-Israel TV station in the entire world, and you can see like Tucker has to like fucking like awkwardly laugh it off and be like, haha, all right, well, so what do you think about this? And it's just like, dude, he was just fucking like sweating fucking bullets.
You're so far right that you made Tucker Carlson blush.
Yeah, that shit
was
a damn
fucking
shame.
Wild.
Kanye, come on, dog, get it together, fix it. Donda 1 was really good. Donda 2, still haven't heard it because you release it on your own shit.
Dude, what would Donda say? She is a well-read, educated, like English teacher, smart woman, loves everybody.
Well, wasn't she down for like some of this downfall?
Maybe at the very, very end, she's maybe starting to see. But I think he really, once she died, he was kind of like off the cliff.
Yeah,
I think somebody in Kanye's inner circle needs to pull him in close and say, Kanye, Jesus was a Jew, and just leave it at that, man.
I don't know if he has an inner circle. I think I think when you're that rich and you've got that much of like and like you've got that mindset, like there's nobody around him that's even gonna like try to speak up.
And even like Puff Daddy is like, oh, it's just Kanye, man. He's just thinking for himself. He's just a different kind of like, fuck
bro.
you
He
too,
put
man.
out that fucking text message between him and P Diddy. P Diddy's like, Kanye, we need to talk. Hit me up as soon as you're back in town. And then Kanye's like, that's what the Jews want me to do. Bye. Dude, and then he clips it and posts it on Instagram. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
is
dude.
this shit?
Dude, P Diddy is fuck P Diddy.
I think like
P Diddy is Ted Cruz to Kanye's Trump. You got dunked on, and now you're like, I fucking love you.
I think the last post that Kanye made before he got kicked off was something like, tomorrow I'm gonna destroy the Jewish people.
He's going DEFCON 3.
Yeah, DEFCON 3.
DEFCON is what he said. Yeah. DEFCON 3.
I think that would upset Donda the most, the fact that he misspelled shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's wild. Well, so what else is there? Is there anything else that's happened in the last week? Like anything dope? Like anything cool? I mean, basketball is starting tonight. Now it's kind of a different turn from right off. I mean, we can get off the. We're gonna be. Dude, people don't know if we're like fucking whose side we're on. Like half the time,
gotta keep them guessing.
Gotta keep everybody on their toes.
Western reality, man.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I heard brutal honesty today at a level that shook me. Like a couple hours ago, I had to drop off my brother-in-law at his house after work, and I stopped at the Come and Go to get my Monster for the show.
There you go.
And there is a lady at the register in front of me, like really young mom, fake blonde hair, just kind of, it's just typical young mom Springfield trash. And she's digging through her purse trying to find like change to pay for all of her shit, her fountain sodas, all of her junk food and all that shit. She's got a toddler, a little daughter that's like stuck to her leg, but she's also destroying the Missouri lottery display at the same time. And she's looking at me and smiling and like being like, look what I'm doing. I'm fucking this up. And I'm over there just like, fuck yeah, kid, rock and roll, punk rock, energy. Yeah. I'm riling her up. The mom is like still digging through her shit. Daughter's destroying stuff. The mom turns around, looks at me. Unprovoked. I didn't say anything. She talked to me and she said, I'm buying my daughter donuts and Doritos for dinner. I don't know what I'm doing. And I went, yeah. That was my response. I didn't. It was so honest and sad that I went, yeah, you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, you're a Springfield Come and Go. Yeah, yep. There's nobody in there that knows.
Yeah, she's probably getting the most nutrition of any kid in the Springfield area.
That's gonna grow up to be a very healthy member of Springfield society. Like,
yeah,
I don't think her mom smoked, so she has a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah. Well, that or she couldn't afford the cigarettes after the donut and Doritos.
I'm buying my daughter donuts and Doritos for dinner. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's wild. I tried to fucking.
You could say, you should have just been like, yeah, that was apparent. Just nothing like that.
You should have just fucking.
Like, I'm familiar with that parent type.
I should have just stolen her purse.
I thought, because I thought Stuart was gonna say like,
I'll pay for your shit.
I thought Stu was gonna say there's this lady in front of me. She's a single mom. She's trying to buy donuts and Doritos, and she's trying to scrape through her purse just to find enough change. And I thought Stuart was gonna say something like maybe either he bought the thing for her or something. But I thought it'd be even funnier if Stuart like is noticing this girl like going through her change, like she's not gonna have enough money to pay for it, and Stuart's just like, "Hey, lady, I got one thing, and you're holding up the line. Can I go around you?" Give her that.
I'm just trying to get my fucking tornado and get out of here.
I don't have time to watch you rifle through that purse for a couple times.
The person working the register moved over to the next register, and I checked out while she was still fumbling through her shit.
Damn.
Yeah, the gas station that I work next to, the chick, her name's that can't be her real name, so I guess I can just say it. But she goes by Miss T. She wears a fucking name tag. Her name's Miss T, and she keeps a.
Wait, is it like MS period T?
Yeah,
like Miss T.
Yeah, Miss T.
Yeah, I like that. That's it.
But she always has two registers open. She has one next to the lottery one that so she's most of the time she's working by herself, and there'll be like fucking 20 people. I mean, it's a fucking food mart in North City. Some people are in there fucking just acting a fool. Right. So, but she keeps the one register open by the Missouri Lottery just for fuckery. Like, so like if you're gonna fuck off and act like a fool, stand in this line. And like she lets you just fumble around and do whatever the fuck you're gonna do. But then she's got this other one where like if you know what you're doing and like you're ready to go, let's fucking get in and out. And I'm like, yes, I love. And she always wishes me a happy Friday. She's sweetest lady in the world. But yeah, I thought just the way shout out Miss T for just being able to deflect bullshit. I think that's just I love it.
The non-bullshit stuff.
Yeah, she just said, but I love that they keep it. It's the fucking lottery register because like that like
people are
that's
bullshitting.
Where
they're doing the scratchers. They won one. They're giving it back to go play another like fucking thing.
That's where the bullshit's going down.
Bullshit.
Yeah. I fucking love it, dude.
That's like somebody fucking paying for the donuts and Doritos with a $5 winner on a scratcher. That's the bullshit.
Yeah.
She's like,
and I redeem this.
Cash out the $5, and exactly.
Like, so just to put it in perspective, in this gas station, you have to if you want a soda, like a fountain soda or a coffee or anything that like requires you filling up your own drink, you have to go in line and ask. You have to say, I want a soda or like I want a coffee, and they give you the fucking cup. Like you don't just get to like walk up and just like pick your coffee or like pick your soda styrofoam and fill up your soda. You need to stand in line.
But you get to physically
fill your own, but like you have to go ask for the cup. Like that, you don't just get to walk in there and fill up your own.
People just stealing styrofoam cups,
bro. So it's a Crown Food Mart, and it's just like a fucking. And like shout out to them. Look, they're the fucking hoodest places in the world, but they are the best places to go for like lunch because they have every snack that you could ever think of. They've got every drink in the world. Like no one, they've got more shit than we have. A Quick Trip, and I go to the Crown Marts because they've got more shit than Quick Trip. Like obviously it's not as big, and they don't have buffalo chicken rollers. But as far as like snacks, 10 out of 10.
Hell yeah.
But the fuckery that goes on in there, like a couple, like just for example, like last week I was in there, this guy was like, man, you lost. He told this girl, and he's sitting there playing because they got the slot machine things at the door too, obviously. Right. And the guy's sitting there on the stool, and he was like, man, he goes, you used to be big because you used to be big as a house. And she goes, yeah, I lost all that weight. He goes, yeah, but you still got that ass.
Dude, how are black guys so fucking cool? Like, I don't get it. They're like, they say the coolest shit, man. Like, and never in a million years could I ever be that cool,
bro. And like this chick just rolled with, like, she would like, and like, like, she didn't.
Yeah, if I said that, I'd get slapped in the face. That lady was like, thanks. Like,
yeah, she was like, yeah, I still got that ass back there. It's still there.
She's gonna let him hit it.
And then the next one, he goes, so how many kids you got now? She goes, just the one is what she said. And like he was expecting her to be like, oh, I got like 3. She was like, oh, just the one. And he was like, oh, okay, good. Like, but it's just like, there's just always some bullshit.
I like how in his mind, he's like he's asking how many kids she has, and then like the real question, he's like, good, so her vagina isn't ruined. Like, what the fuck? Like,
dude, it was just a very weird, but it's the best fucking place.
He's like, how much does that baby weigh? What was it, like 8 pounds, 6 pounds? Come on, yeah, let me know.
Come on,
your uterus fall out.
Yeah.
Was it a C-section? Because if it was a C-section, baby, give me a call.
But yeah, dude, shouts out to Miss T and the Crown Food Marts off Jefferson. But yeah, I think before we get out of here, I think we do got to talk about. I mean, let's talk about a little, just touch on basketball, just because obviously I'm fucking ready for it. I'm excited for it. Cavs don't play tonight.
I was gonna say they play tonight.
No, they play tomorrow. Tonight's just the 2 games. I think it's like Lakers and Golden State. And it's like the opening night, so everything's on.
Is everybody healthy for the Lakers Golden State game?
I believe so. Yes,
that'll be a good game.
I believe so. So Philadelphia and Boston are playing right now. They're tied at half, 63, and then after that, it's LA Golden State. So tomorrow is like the big, like first day like game. So Cleveland plays Toronto. But yeah, dude, I'm fucking stoked for this season. Obviously, got the fucking Donovan Mitchell baby. We got Stuart doesn't know it yet, but I mean he's a Cavaliers fan. So
I'm a Donovan Mitchell fan. Like I said, dude, I just bought.
He's a Cavalier fan.
Yeah, I have to be this year, or as long as Donovan Mitchell is a fucking Cav.
Yeah, dude, look at that guy. We're ready to fuck.
I bought the Cavalier starter jackets coming in tomorrow. Fucking vintage, baby.
You guys are repping Cleveland pretty damn hard these days. And now, I mean, I hate to say, now you guys got the Guardians out, so you guys got a clear mind, and you can just focus on the Cavs and the Brownies.
Browns.
Hey, well, good. There's a little bit of good news coming out of there today. Roger Goodell said that our boy T. Watson has followed everything he needs to as far as guidelines set for the NFL, and like, so he's like, they're basically like, he's going to be reinstated. Like, yeah, he's going to come back. So good, because we need it. But I'm telling you right now, Kevin Stefanski, I have done everything I possibly can not to be on this. Like, you need to give up play calling. Yes. Because, like, don't get me wrong, when he's on, he's on. Like, when he's like, I mean, he's got us one of the best offensive in the league. But
in the first half, when
it matters, bro, you don't. If I ever watch another Browns game where Nick Chubb has 13 touches ever again in my life, I will end my life on the 50-yard line of First Energy Stadium. Like, you think these fucking pussy fucking climate changing soup throwing cocksuckers
that's not a protest. I'll show you.
You want to fucking? I will light myself on fire like a fucking Tibetan monk on the 50-yard line of First Energy Stadium.
Oh my god,
if,
that'd be
if
so
they
metal.
don't get their shit to get, oh yeah, dude, and I will fucking. It will be I want you to PCR dub it with some Steel Panther in the background. Fucking just
right.
Like, that is the next promo for the next episode. Like, when your first
You're
episode
just like
back,
fucking swinging on the field, just like running it.
Dude, I'm just running around. Like,
that'd be such a bad.
It'd be so fucking sick. But like, the Browns are seriously gonna make me act.
Would it be great? Be hardcore if you fucking died.
Yeah, dude. Well,
I don't think you'd want to live after that. So I mean, hopefully you.
I barely want to live.
You don't want to be the guy who like survived full body 3rd-degree burns. Trust me.
I'm fucking on the next episode. I'm just moaning, but I'm like not. I'm like just audio only, and you just hear me like breathing into the microphone. Like, yeah, Nick's with us, but he's not with us.
You're in a full body fucking cast, mummied up.
Dude. Full body immune. Yeah,
Nick's in a vegetative state.
Fucking
dude,
please donate.
I mean, they need to bring.
It's not going to get better because we still have
self-immolation needs to make a comeback. I feel like everybody's just taking the coward's way out with the gun and the hose.
Quit being a bitch, dude. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm putting many things in motion with, like, this is one of those multiple birds, one stone. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
changing the Browns, chasing the suicide game.
I'm fucking changing so many fronts here that, like, 50 years from now, they're gonna be like, God damn, in one act, he basically flipped the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, he flipped a bitch on the world. 180.
You find a way to get the cameras to lock on and not cut away to commercial, so it's just nationally televised to like millions of people.
The fucking Nile River starts floating the opposite direction. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's end of the world shit.
End of the world shit.
You're gonna be the best suicide on TV since Bud Dwyer.
Fucking dude, I can only inspire to be like Bud.
That is yeah, that was a live death on TV.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. That's me multiple times this weekend, Cleveland. Like, look, I will never ever say that I am as sad as the people in Cleveland, because I am not you guys. Like, I can't be but I am. No one fucking reps you guys harder than somebody outside of Cleveland, and I am dying. Okay, I'm fucking dying, and you need to get it together. Cleveland, the Cavs, thank God they're okay, but the Browns, like you said, self-immolation is going to be. We're lighting.
We're bringing it back.
We're bringing it back if we don't
back in style.
We need a W here. I mean, because this win, I didn't think we were going to beat the Patriots. I picked for the parlay just because I can't click the other team's button, which I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start picking against them in these parlays, but. I didn't think we had a chance against the Patriots, and the Patriots fucked us. And Bill, it's just one of those things where, like, Bill Belichick, when you're in games that, like, Bill Belichick could have played all their third stringers, and I feel like he's just a better coach. Like, he just had that game. Yeah. Like, it's that's just a fucking bye week for Bill Belichick when he plays the Browns.
We made Zappy look so good.
It makes me sick.
He might actually be decent.
Well, I think he might be better than Mac Jones. And I read something today. Barstool posted today that Mac Jones and like the whole front off, like him and the coaching staff, there's like a big rift between them. So I don't know if that's real or not. But maybe it's Bailey Zappi season.
Yeah, the fucking NFL top 100 ranking fucking Mac Jones number 82 on the top 100 this year was a fucking crime. I don't know how that happened, what the backstory was behind that. But bro, I didn't even think he should have made the Pro Bowl last year. Let alone a fucking top 100.
The Patriots bandwagon is still going strong for a while. When you're a dynasty of 20 years, you're still gonna have.
But that's voted on by the players, bro. The top 100.
That's true. That's right.
That's even sadder. Which he must be like the coolest guy in the world back like behind the scenes.
And I always thought Drew Lock was
Joe Burrow's cool.
He knew all the Young Jeezy lyrics. I thought Drew Lock was going to be like,
Drew Lock is pretty. Drew Lock had some shit, like some like funny videos come out of training camp this year, like in Seattle. Like I thought, like I think he's in that stage where he may have never cared about being a backup. He's just collecting a check. He's just happy to be there at this point. Like,
oh, dude, he's reveling. Well, he's
like
Aaron Rodgers,
quarterback
dude.
way.
He's like Aaron Rodgers, dude. He's sitting behind a Hall of Fame quarterback in Seattle, and he's gonna fucking learn the ropes and then have his own Hall of Fame career.
Blaine Gabbert, Chase Daniel, now fucking Drew Lock, dude.
Yeah, before we get out of here, let's do touch on that. Geno Smith is, first ballot. Because this is fucking incredible.
This is better than I think I'm only honestly
now
ever thought could
Geno
happen.
Smith shit.
Dude, well, you should have known that when he rebounded from getting jaw jacked.
If you ever saw those West Virginia, if you ever saw those West Virginia highlights with him and Tavon Austin, Stephen Bailey, this would come as a zero surprise to you.
Bro, think about this. You never heard about the guy that jaw jacked him ever again.
That's true. He got cut.
Geno had him killed.
He's Italian.
Yeah.
Geno.
You fuck with Geno Smith.
And
like, what did he do? Geno Smith basically went into fucking 0 dark 30 mode, and he's been training. He didn't want a starting job these last 4 or 5 years. He's been training, and now Daddy's back.
Jets, Giants, Seahawks. Has he been anywhere else between that?
Why do I want to say Pittsburgh?
Jets, Giants.
I think it's
Seahawks.
Yeah, I think it's just the Jets, Giants, Seahawks.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a big idiot, so who knows?
He's been back up. He's been back up there for quite some time.
Yeah, he was doing like the Josh Johnson thing.
I have a question for you guys.
Yeah, bud.
Let's go.
Okay. What ranking do you think Geno Smith is in PFF quarterback grades?
Last week it was one. Last week it was one, but I'd say he might be two. He might be two.
Or like season aggregate.
Season aggregate.
Good. Oh, fuck.
He's either one or two.
Yeah, he's definitely top 2.
Yep, 2.
Oh, that's fucking.
He's unreal. He's fucking unreal. He was a Charger for a year, by the way, in 2018.
Huh.
I had a feeling
he was a Jet from 2013 and 2016, a Giant in 2017, Charger in 2018, Seattle since 2019. Cool. Guy's got a fucking overall 80.8 career ranking. That's only going to.
I had dropped Matt Stafford for Geno Smith.
Yeah, and I'm going to drop Matt Stafford next. So,
you picked up Matt Stafford?
Yeah, I picked. Well, I need a backup quarterback. The O line for the Bears is Justin Fields is going to die.
That's true.
But I don't need Matt Stafford, so I'm probably going to get rid of fucking Matt Stafford.
Football sucks now. Nobody scores touchdowns. The whole league, up is down, down is up, left is right. Fucking nobody scores points. Fucking all the running backs drafted in the first 2 rounds.
The Giants are 4-1.
My team, Giants are 4-1. Jets beat the Packers. Fucking Giants beat the Packers. Nothing fucking makes sense. Bears beat the 49ers.
This whole season, fuck this season. Honestly.
Tom Brady's right. There's a lot of bad football being played, including him. But there's a lot.
This whole thing, everything. So, well, look. Tom Brady is 57 years old. They don't have a starting center. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're fucking, he's finally got receivers back. The whole thing, even like that whole situation. Godwin's he has a new injury every other week. All their fucking receivers are hurt. And then, like you said, Jonathan Taylor's been out.
Their tablets keep freezing.
Tablets are freezing up. It's been a fucking kind of a weird season.
Oh, and his marriage is on the fucking shitter. So
yeah, and he tore his O-line's asshole out just in that video over the weekend.
I like this. I liked that.
I do too. Everybody give him shit for it, but like that's how you fucking that's an NFL sideline. I feel like
we're all grown men. You can yell at us. We're good. We're not
who make millions of dollars.
Yeah, yell at me. Like the greatest of all time is gonna yell at me and tell me to fucking do my job. Cool, dude.
Yeah, dude. And then the biggest roast is when he gets divorced. Tell him you can stay at your house while he's figuring things out. That's the ultimate payback. Like, oh, hey Tom, things rough. Stay at my place.
Tom's only gonna have
slinging dick with Blaine Gabbert.
Tom's only gonna have 3.5 rings after this, so when it's all said and done.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm not a fan of what's going on this NFL season. Chris, before we get out, is Chris Olave? Is he back? It's my boy. I've really enjoyed him.
DA says he's been practicing limited.
He was.
I said we did those things on Twitter not too long ago, and I said Dameon Pierce is my rookie of the year, but I think Dameon Pierce is probably it still has a case, but I think I agree with Jack when he redid that. I think I would probably give Olave rookie of the year. Possibly.
If he can, he was out.
If he can stay healthy,
yeah. If he can get back on the field,
Breece Hall's starting to make the case, man.
Breece Hall is really good too.
If he stays consistent, because Olave, he had the injury, so he might slip a little bit, and they might be slow coming back.
Dude, Olave has been a fucking animal though. Like when he's on the field, what a guy. Is Jameis coming back this week? Because I need him.
He was he was active last week as the backup. I don't think he's fully healthy. I think
they got Thursday night, don't they?
But Dalton's out this week, so it's either gonna be Taysom or it's gonna be Jameis.
God, it better not be Taysom.
Fuck, dude.
I
just need Alvin Kamara to touch the fucking ball. Look what happens when he touches the ball the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Looks good to me.
He's one of the best, if not one of the best running back in the entire NFL.
This past weekend, I was walking into Burlington Coat Factory, and as I opened the door to leave, a guy came in with a brand new Alvin Kamara jersey. He was walking in. I held the door open for him, and I audibly went, "Oh!" And he looked at me and he went, "Yeah." And then we just kept walking. I was like, "Oh,
yeah,
rough year to have that."
Hey, well, they're gonna.
He's about to pay $10 million. He's about to pay $10 million out to some fucking dude he knocked out.
You better play hard then.
Yeah, no shit. Well, I guess that's it for me. I don't got shit else. I don't. You guys good? We got anything else you want to tell these people out here before we get out of here for a week?
No, I think I got some reality TV to catch up on. I gotta watch Room Raiders now.
Yeah, Stuart's got to start fucking season 2 of Rock of Love as soon as we get off. I need to watch House of Dragon this week.
It's on Tubi, and I think Room Raiders is on Paramount Plus.
I have signed up for a Peacock, my own Peacock, because I got that new Xbox, and I've been using Jack's account for all these time, and it's logged me out, and I just didn't feel like texting you, so I was like $4. I was like, let's just get my own, because I always felt weird like clogging up. All my continue watching was in your shit, and I didn't like that. So
I honestly forgot that you did that. I didn't even notice.
Oh well, dude, we got our own. There's a Barney documentary that just came out about how like Barney fucking really pissed off the goddamn world. Like it's like a 2-parter, like how dark the fucking world of Barney got. I've been watching it. Fucking
might
wild.
need to get into it.
Barney the dinosaur.
Yeah, Barney the dinosaur. Basically, because it's like. Yeah, it's about basically because like he was at a time of like even nowadays like the happy guy or like the inspirational thing has like a fault, or like a downside. He just made people mad because like there was nothing wrong with Barney in the show. He was like,
I just love the idea of it being like a guy underneath the mask, like fucking chain smoking cigarettes, be like,
well, that's what they talk about.
Drunk as fuck.
Yeah, they get into that. Well, no, they get into that because one of the guys who played Barney for a year, he's like a tantra sex guy now who does all this stuff, and like so that followed him for years. But like they get into they get into all of it. So just watch it if you guys haven't watched it. It's fucking
We'll talk about it next time.
But yeah, that's Pop Culture Rehab. Thanks for tuning in. Episode 18. We're back, better than ever. Subscribe, hit the bell. Make sure you're fucking wherever. Just go everywhere. Fucking we're everywhere. Make sure, especially YouTube. We're
coming everywhere like Room Raiders.
We're coming fucking everywhere. So turn on the black light. We're stains everywhere, baby. We'll see you guys next week. Love you.
Love you guys.
Peace.